Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Enshrouded on a rainy morning, and I'm just going to do a little walkthrough of some stuff that I'm doing here. Here I'm trying to work out a circle, because I'm trying to do a build here that requires the inside of this wall to be a circle. The outside could be straight, but the inside has to be a curve. If I can pull it off, then good. If not, I might have to revise that build. But that's what I'm kind of working through right now. Let's have a look at the old canal here. So looking at it from here, you see we've carved out the rest of this upper level here. So now we're 3 levels high. The altar's now below us over there. And we went all the way out to the other side, so we got much more building space that we can mess with. Let's come back over here real quick. I don't remember if I showed this off last time. Did I show this off last time? This was a house I was going to make for Aunt Braylon, because Aunt Braylon's living in this tent. I was going to make this house for her. But the thing is that the other carpenter lives in this house, so it doesn't make sense to have them both living in the same spot. So I think we're just going to move her somewhere else and have, I don't know, whatever. Speaking of which, hi. And as far as NPC goes, she makes the most out of her her 50 meters of wander, because she's like over there, she's over here, she's up on this place up here, she's way over there by that house, she's down there. Sometimes she's way at the bottom looking at the water. Sometimes she's way down at the end of this like walkway. Yeah, she gets around. Always looking at my builds with a critical eye. And then we got these stairs made out of I think these are coffin lids to replace that janky slope. Let's go down and have a peek see, shall we? So this kind of stuff we all know about already. Now we're going to come back here and see some more builds that we did. So we got some houses over here. I don't remember how far I came. That's the chain made out of ladles. So I think we came this far, right? I don't know if we have these houses here. So looking over here, I added this house back here. Maybe it could be like a classroom or something, I don't know. Someplace where you teach stuff. We got a room back there that we haven't made yet. Those up there are the globy things, the blue ones. Pendant lights. I just stuck them up there, and then I put like the windows over them. And then these are the blue illuminated blocks with, do I have these? Let's see, these things. So you got like one low, and then one high, and then one low, and then one high, and so on and so forth to make this kind of like lattice pattern. Looks cool, right? Pretty neat. Pretty neat. And then we got this house. Like the little brick wainscoting. You got a nice sizable space. You could like divide up into rooms if you want. Am I spinning too fast? Whoa! Alright, this one has like a little nice deck porch made out of these what are these things? Tapestry displays. Ooh, and then the big windows laid sideways so that we can get this kind of 6 pane pattern. That kind of cool. It gives it a good effect. Kind of make it look like windows that we don't have as of yet. Howdy do. This one, oh, we did a bay window on this one, which came out really cool. Really cool. Let's have a peek inside. Oh, that's stairs. Yeah, so this is all signs on the bottom to kind of cover up the hole, and I put signs on the top to kind of, you know, give it like a little roofy bit. Of course, we got some banner curtains. Upstairs is, yeah, another sizable space. I think I put these giant lanterns here just because I didn't have anything else on me. Yeah, we got the room divider. Hey, let's go into first person because that'll Get rid of our headlamp. We got the room divider windows, which makes a nice cozy glow coming in. Oh yeah, and the shelf windowsills. Use those. That's a cool trick. This is one we're working on now. This is as far as we got on this side. Alright, we're gonna work our way down here. Alright, we're getting splashes up here. Come on, the water's not that high. And then we're just getting our staircase like set up, kind of just as an idea of how we're gonna do things over here. And yeah, you can disregard this wall because this is just this wall, and this wall was, I think I mentioned before, was just me seeing which way the grid goes, and then this was just me just trying some stuff out. We did that up at the barber shop, if you remember. Let's go have a look on the other side. My asthmatic character. So over here, we didn't really do too much up top there right now. So I think over here we came as far as... did we do this stuff back there? I kind of don't remember. So I think we did this house. We'll have a look. So yeah, there was this small house. Alright, we did the damage over here. Then this has a way up to this apartment. So yeah, still kind of dim in here, but yeah, you can partition this off a little bit the way you want. We got some sideways room dividers this time. Sometimes I like the narrow, wider windows better, like the low, wide windows. Especially in like when you got like a place where you got like a tight height, you don't got a lot of room. And then this is another apartment. I think this apartment we saw already, right? Yeah, I think we did this one already. I don't remember if that one was there. Come on, close. There we go. Alright, and then below here was this. I'm sorry if we're looking at the same thing again. Alright, this is just a little small space. Could be a shop, could be whatever. This is the granite windows, and then it's also got like the iron bar windows on top of those. It's two windows. And the same thing here. I wonder if I could put a window there. Would that be too much windows? This one's particularly nice. I like this, the look of this interior with this kind of brick floor. That's the regular brick, not the one with the timber. Then we use like some metal block on the edges to kind of make like supportings. Important supports. Alright, can we do more over here? Yeah, these over here are like my favorite thing to use. The ornate granite roof block. Use those as pillars. You can use them as floors too, they're really nice. Right, so that was this place, and then you have like this, which was like, I made like just like a little kind of like gutter. You know? Make it look like water's coming from, I don't know, somewhere up in there. And just draining out this way. And then there's also like, got like this stuff here. Looks like somebody stashed their tools and stuff for maintenance. Then I made it look like it's like being held open by these chains. Yeah, you put the light in there just to give it so you could actually see a little bit of detail going on. So we got this place. This is a cool place, if I remember correctly. So you come in here, you got like this little front room, it's kind of small. You got a little room over here. Don't mind this bright light here. Then you got this upstairs section. And notice you got windows on both sides. Right, so actually I gotta do something about it. Yeah. So So then these, I did double windows also, but I made those windows tilt up so it almost looks like those are actual covers and these are the actual windows. Does that make sense? It's almost like a shutter that tips up instead of opens like a door. See? How's that look? Is that cool? Then we added another bridge on this side. I think you might have saw that already. So this house actually opens up on the back side of the canal. Well, not the back side, I should say the other side. Right, so we have a structure here now as well. See that? Cool. So then we got this house. This is one of my funnest houses to build. I worked really hard on this one, and you'll see why in a second. We use a combination of different stuff. We got like the what is this, conifer blocks, I think, and then like some shroud wood, I believe, or is that like just regular wood, regular good wood? You know, the one that looks like shroud wood, but like before it became shroudy. And we got, of course, a damaged pillar over here, because we're using that to hold it up. Now, if we come around this side, we can see we got some slantiness going on, which is cool. Let's close that up. Alright, so we did our double windows there, and what you're looking at here is, do I have any armor? Yes, I do. So you have this pine wood room divider, and so what you're looking at is, I think one flipped over and then pushed all the way down, and then one up in the ceiling, and then everything's lined up. So you're looking at like these two like designs here. Alright, so you're looking at is like this. Alright, so you got this one is like pushed down, and then another one is like flipped upside down and pushed so that you're not seeing any of this stuff like opening. You see what I'm saying? Well, you see the one at the bottom, but it's being covered. And then we have some signage, which I like using these. To fill the gaps. We could use the other signs, but the problem with these is that they have like a little this thing on the back. Let's see. Like, you see this thing on the back? So if we were to like try to use this to cover this wall up, it would definitely have like this thing sticking out the back side. You see what I'm saying? So while it looks like a good plank, you could use it in some spots where, you know, it's probably going to be sunk into the brick. You know, like with a block, like you could see like how it doesn't protrude all the way through the block to the other side, like it doesn't stick out like that. So you could use it there, like in some spots like that, but if you want like an opposite side, see what I'm saying? So that you don't have nothing sticking through, you're better off with the pointy signs, which are these, because these don't have no thing on the back. Let's have a look. See what I mean? So it's just like a flat. Come on, bring that back up. See what I'm saying? There's no bracket on that. Action jump. Right? So, and then we put some curtains in there. Right? So the best part about this one, so if we turn around and look, see, we also have an upper floor that's slanted. This one has windows. Right? You can also see we have windowsill, well, I should say like awnings made out of those other shelves again. And you can also see, let's see, can I do a zoom? See, like right here, and right here. That's what I was talking about those wooden signs, because I used those to cover those gaps, and I didn't realize until afterwards that they were sticking out. But I left them there like that because it's fine. As long as they match, we could just call it a decoration, right? So what you're looking at here is these on the bottom are, do we have those? We don't have any here, but if you look at this high paling fence, there's one called low paling fence. Do I don't have any? No. So you have low paling fence. So if we look over here, is it on our bench? Okay, so we're probably gonna go to. I don't think Carpenter has them, right? So this is where you get the decoration benches, where you get these guys. And you want these low paling fences. See these? Alright, so you're going to use those. Those are at the bottom. They're flipped upside down so that we get the top edges straight. And we kind of got the bottom looking a bit jaggedy at the bottom, which is okay. It's kind of like the idea I was going for. And they're backwards so that we're getting the crossbar on the outside to make these kind of like cross beam bar things, which I also kind of followed through with some signs at the top. This is where I use the square signs so that you can not worry about the bracket on the back, along with some metal. I think that's the metal, or is that the iron? I forget which one it is, but to follow that theme. And then what you're looking at up here is, as you can see, right, you're looking at these. So what you're seeing is this laid on its side, so that this is the actually like the floor, where the floor is, and this is would be like the top. And you have the wall part, and you have part of this covered, leaving just a little bit like this, and this is what the window is right here. So if you look at this sideways, you can see that this is the window. Let's look at that again. See what I'm saying? So you're looking at, this is the bottom of the wall, this is the decoration in the middle, and these are the bars. So you're looking at one laid on its side here, and then one laid on its side there, and then in the middle there's also two of them that are flipped the opposite ways so that the bars match up on both, and then they're pushed into each other so that everything kind of lines up and merges to make a nice wall. The bottom covers up the bottom of the bars, and then the top we use the signs to cover up the little bit of gaps there. And then you put some curtains on it and you got yourself some windows. You got some dope walls. And of course we use the pointy signs to cover all these spaces that are normally in those. So you can see, like, we normally have some gaps down here, right? And the signs, all the signs just happen to be the same, you know, like the same color. See what I'm saying? That's that same, all the same color of that same wood texture. Right? And to get that, you're basically gonna, let's use this as the example. So you're basically gonna go like this. Ooh, let's get off of that real quick. There we go. So when you're looking at like your blocks, you're gonna make a line of these diagonal blocks. Maybe these brick ones are not the best ones to use. Let's go up at the top there. How do I get up there? There we go. Okay, so now you would have like bricks like this. So see how there's like this nice little liney line? So we just like try to, you could usually either what you're using as the floor, or you can make a line of bricks that you'll get rid of later on. You see what I'm saying? So you can make sure like you're not misaligned by accident. Like, you know, you could tell like, okay, I'm not, you know what I mean? And then you could like just set it in there where you want, line it up, and then you know you have a good diagonal. See what I mean? The other thing is that depending on how many, let's see, does it show here? Let's get some blocky blocks. All right, let's look at this right here, right? So say we have something that's clean dropping. Let's try that one. No, actually, you know what? What's a good one to try? The conifer one. Where you at? This should really be like a grid. Instead of this like line of blocks, you should have a grid. Like when you do like this. Alright, so if we go here, alright, we could see how the wall hits that corner. Alright, and then if we go on this one, you could see how it's just like if you're following this line, right, so pick that up, put another one there, whoops, put another one there, so you can see where the corner is, right, where this pillar is. So ideally what you want to do is kind of get it so that it's just touching, like maybe so that pillar's like in that block. See what I'm saying? And then let's just do this as an example. I'm saying now you got yourself a nice diagonally wall. You could either raise it or lower it, flip it around. Sometimes if it doesn't want to go as low as you want, you might want to break out a line of blocks on the floor so that you can aim this at the block that's lower down. Even if you have to add the block that's lower down, like if it's just empty air, this way you have a target, and then you could set it lower than what it wants to set. See what I'm saying? And then like when you have like stuff like that, like, you know, like, so like you could also experiment. So like what you got going on, like, so flip this like this. That not straight? Yeah, that's straight. Lift that up. Why does it look like it's tilting? Okay. See what I'm saying? And then this was like the window. See what I'm saying? This bottom covered up, top covered up. You got a window. We use the signs here. Do like one of these jams. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that. See that blendy blendy? Nice, right? Oh, that's so nice. Right? So use your imagination when you're trying to build stuff like that. So if you want a nice diagonal wall, and doors, of course, doors can be put diagonal, windows can be put diagonal, you can put them flat, you can put them sideways, doors don't matter, but it's the fact that you can't use pixels, the pixel blocks, the voxel blocks, to make some decent walls like this. So, like, you know, you can kind of hide the jaggediness if you wanted to, you know, depending on how you do it, right? So on this one, we decided not to put like a, what do you call it, like an eave type thing, and instead just put like a barrier there, so it's like a flat roof. And we also set up a pipe ready to go, because we're going to combine that flow down there with a flow from here, this flow here, and how many is that? 1, 2, 3, and I think do something with these 2 pipes over here. I think we can get, that would only be 4, so I think we can squeeze 4 out of that. And then these 2 over here, I don't know. This one might have to be its own. Unless I can, what did I want to do here? Hold on a second, let's have a look. I think what I wanted to do was take that flow up there and put it higher, and have this set of stream and that set of stream split higher up, and eliminate that little tract of water that's in there. And maybe if I place it right, I can catch, I don't know, man. Because I can't really have these 2 coming from the same thing, because they're, like, I think this one and this set over here has got to be its own. This one over here, I don't know if I can get this one to be fed by this over here, unless I put it right up there. Well, I probably can, because I can get some length out of that. So that's going to be like the piping system to get that going, and of course we're going to build some more stuff over here. This is a little different on that side. So we're going to have like a little structure there. We looked at that before. We're going to have some stuff going on like this. Alright. I think we're gonna carve that out a little more that way, maybe. I believe. Alright, and then the top is going to be, I think, stay like that. I think this we're gonna keep like this. This is a spot that I accidentally broke when I was cutting out the rock from up here. I thought it kind of looked cool. It's not like being interfered with or anything like that, but kind of adds to the effect. And then that light, that orange light there, is just to simulate where that pipe would go up. All right, and then this comes all the way back here. So I think we can continue this a little more, because we got the line stops there, so we can bring this back just a touch more and end it. And we can build a staircase that leads up here, which brings us to this top plateau section. And that would be our way up. And we can also do it from the other side as well. From here. See, like from here. And then we can go up this way. And that's how we can have one of our ways up to the top level. So let's have another look-see. Oh, I did some, did a little bit of damage action over here. See, like right there. It's kind of hard to see. See, I like made it look like it broke off and like one of them fell right there. I like doing the little damage stuff. See, like right here, make this look like the pillar broke. You add a little damage with your, with this thing. Add just a touch of damage to like the pillar, like right there. Add like some other wood, like, oh, we're just putting this wood here to hold it up with this stone block. It's a quick repair. A quick repair that, you know, like nobody ever comes back to repair, so it ends up just staying like that forever. So let's go across. See how cool it looks at night? Ooh, is it raining? Oh, it is. It's downright pouring. Raining cats and dogs. What's this little artifact over here? We got artifacts here. What the heck? A new artifact appears. That's kind of weird. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell was that all about? You guys see that? Persistent ghost crumbs. This, I think, was meant to be a pipe coming from somewhere. I'm still gonna work on that. And of course, we got our leaky spot with our... Is that fucking leaking? It just looked like it's leaking. It's doing that weird block thing. See, it's gotta be something like what it's doing, like right here. Right? See how that looks like it's pouring out? Bro, what's with these ghost blocks? Ah, what the heck? What the heck's going on with these ghost blocks? Like, oh my god. What the heck? Yeah, so I think over here I want to put like these kind of like sandbag things that we can make. Let's see, do we have those? Let me see. That's going to be in our journal, right? I mean, our down in here somewhere, I believe. Yeah, we got these things that look like sandbags, right? Not these. Not the resource bundle. These supply sacks. We can make a bunch of these at the bench. So I think those kind of look like sandbags, right? How big are those? Are those big? Can we use those to make it look like showing up this wall? We also got this like little secret spot down here. Check this out. Oh wait, no, not here. Where is it? Down here. We got like a little spot we can build down here. Build like a little way station. Funny, funny. Alright, so let's have a quick back look. There's our example. There's our slanty wall jammy jam. Alright, and that's our progress so far. What we're doing there. Why we got water here? Oh, look at this! Look at the way this is piling up over here. Look at all the... What's going on here? Look at this! Why is this right up to the edge? What's happening here? Why are we flooding? Is that from the rain? Does the rain do that now? No. The rain doesn't make it... What? No, that doesn't happen. That's not a thing, right? Why is it so flooded up over here between the spouts? Look, and then it drops down over here. It's almost like these outflows are overloaded and dumping extra water into this section and like filling it up more before it has a chance to flow out. All right, let's have a look at this side. So I want to put a couple more of these stringers across. Hook these places up a little bit more with some decor. Alright, continue to just build out this way towards the end there. And I want to kind of make this like look like this is like maybe like a little recreation area. Like the people call this the swimming pool and come to hang out on a hot day. Being that it's like a little, you know, like a cul-de-sac of water. Maybe we could put some like chairs around over there. Once we get some like buildings like, you know, like established into the walls over there and get that like little area set up, we can put like make it like a kind of patio type place. That'd be interesting, right? Look at that. Let's go up a little bit. This is one of my coolest builds, I think, so far. Basically, we're using the foundation blocks you place. Right? I like to use the blindingly bright white lights. Right? So basically you just do like one of these numbers. You put it where you want it. Place it down. Right? Get rid of it. And then you got a hollow spot where you place the foundation. Do that a bunch of times. And then empty them all out. And you got all this space that you can use now. Neato, huh? See what else we do. This is the water track that I was talking about. Like if we can just get this to come down to one thing straight out and eliminate this like middle bit here, right? And then just have this have a drop come down with the water and split it up, and then we can eliminate this because this is kind of weird, I think. Alright, I think we're going to call it there. I just wanted to throw out a video for you guys because You know, sometimes it gets hard to do some recording in this place. Right now it's quiet. It's early in the morning, so it's quiet. My neighbors are extremely loud sometimes. You know, so I gotta try to get my videos out when I can. And plus, I don't like to do like the build in progress videos because I feel like I make them way too long. But the one that I have planned up, we're definitely gonna do in progress. So, all right, my friends. Hope you guys got some ideas. And that rooster means it's time for daytime. Thanks for watching. Psych. Still here. Here's just a quick look at it in the daytime. Now that the sun is up. Yep, definitely coming out pretty nifty. Definitely coming out pretty nifty. My ankles. Let's end this with a note back here. Look at that. Oh, I can't see too much from there. There we go. Look at that. What do you think of that?